Hey everybody, Rocky Mountain Figures here. Today we're going to be reviewing the new and big surprise Marvel Legends 80th Anniversary Fan Channel exclusive War Machine Punisher figure. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to be taking a look at the packaging and the accessories that come on the figure. And then we're going to be taking a closer look at the figure itself and its articulation. Then we're going to scale it next to some other figures. Then afterwards, we're going to have our conclusion slash verdict part of the video, and that'll be the end of the video. So let's get started with the packaging. Also, if you're wondering where this gun came from, this gun came from one of the Gundam Universe figures. So yeah, this is not a part of the War Machine figure, just in case you guys got confused or are wondering where you got it. I'll get into my gripes about the accessories later, but first off, we have the box right here, looking very nice. I really like the blue on the box. You have Punisher War Machine logo, Marvel Legends logo on top. Then on the side, you got the Punisher War Machine suit artwork. I think it's from one of the covers for the comic book. Then in the back, you have standard photo. They didn't do the artwork this time. They just did a photo right there, and then there's the bio. And on the other side, same thing. Top, you got the skull, and then you got 80 years logo, 4+. And I don't think this is gonna do any I don't think this is gonna do you any good, but there is the UPC or the barcode in case you guys need it. Now, getting into accessories, we are gonna take a look at the extra hands that he has. So first up, he has, I think he comes out with the pair of fisted, I can't remember what he comes out with, but he comes out with a pair of fisted hands, which is nice, like that. Then after that, he comes out with a pair of slightly open hands to hold weapons and stuff. So here they are, looking very nice, very well detailed, got a lot of sculpting detail in it. Then his weapons. Now this is the part where I'm a bit disappointed because they didn't really give him any. They just pretty much reused all the accessories from the War Machine figure that this is based off. I'll have a comparison later. So first off, it comes with two of these little guns, which are cool. I do kind of like these. These are the only weapons I like. Now you could either close them up. You could either close them up and then there's little ports on the side of the figure. You could plug them in, and there you go. Or there's little ports on the underside of his arm. You can just port it in right there. And oh, well, that one didn't really hold well. They were holding well before. For other accessories, which again are a little bit disappointing, but I rather get some accessories than nothing at all, honestly. He comes with his shoulder cannon, which is, pretty cool, but it gets very loose when you plug it into the back. So this blaster, you have to plug it in this hole. You plug it in, you have to try your best to get it in there really deep, because it will not stay there for long. Because okay, now it's staying in. There you go. Just a little push, then it comes out. Then he comes with this baton, which is cool. Again, not an accessory that he ever used in the comics, I believe, or not even movie accurate, but still good to have, at least, I guess. And then he comes with compact versions of both the blaster cannon and the baton, which can fit in his back. So this is the compact version of the blaster cannon. You can just fit it right there, and this actually holds really well for some reason. Then this one is a little bit skinnier. It gets on the other hole. You can plug it in. There you go. Voila. So I'm going to put those down. Again, this Gundam Universe gun is not included with the figure. I just decided to use it because I didn't really like the accessories. But in any cases, let's start getting into the figure. So getting into the actual figure itself, getting a closer look. I must say, this was a cool surprise. I mean, there were rumors of a War Machine type variant of figure that was coming out, but we didn't know what it was, and Hasbro didn't show any pictures. And then suddenly, in Texas, by a YouTuber by the name of Cincy Nerd just found it out of nowhere, and that was cool. So Then I went out to some GameStops trying to find it. I don't know. I think if this figure was announced before, I probably wouldn't have been into it. But since it was a surprise, I guess the surprise overcame me. So I was like, oh, I gotta get this. But I gotta say, I'm fine with what I got. You know, this figure is actually really nice. Really smart repaint. I saw images of the comic book. It did kind of look like this. So I think there were like 3 versions of this suit, or of the War Machine Punisher combo suit. And one of the versions did kind of look like this, kind of looks similar to it. So I guess it's fine to some extent, but you know, and that's the thing with these fan channels. I get that they're all repaints, and most of them I'm not really gonna try to get. I will get that Spidey though, the big time badass Spidey, as Shardamix calls it. Yeah, I probably will get that though. And I like all the paint damage, paint splash. Looks like it's been through some stuff, right? And it's got the Punisher logos right here and the big Punisher logo. I wish they added paint to make this light up, but oh well. That's fine. And I know some people were asking for a skull helmet, which would have been interesting to have as an alternate head, but actually this is more accurate. You have this head, it's more accurate. So I think I would have been fine with either or. I'm okay with it right now. But yeah, you can, and these holes you can plug in the blast effects that comes with all your standard Iron Man figures. So that's cool. So enough of that. Let's get into the articulation. Now head movement wise, you can't really have it moving up too much. Moving down just a little bit. You got side to side. No head pivot. It doesn't really move side to side because these get in the way a little bit. If you do move it all the way around, it kind of moves up. So that's okay. And of course, the blaster cannon, I forgot to mention, is articulated. So you can move it side to side, up and down. So just thought to mention that. His arms move out quite a ways. And the shoulder pad will move out of the way too. You can move it 360 again. The shoulder pad will move out of the way, but I suggest not to mess with it too much. I don't want it to break off, especially. So it's already kind of getting loose on me. His arms, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in a little bit more than 90. Hands, oh my god. I dropped it, but they all hinge up and down. This piece does hinder it though, so just be mindful of that. So it won't move up too much, and I'm pretty sure if you extend it far enough, it'll pop off like I just did right now. And it's the same for the other hands too, the fisted hands. There's this diaphragm joint. You can move side to side. You can move down just a little bit. Move back. I can't really move. Moves back a little bit too. You've got nice swivel. Not really too much good pivot. His legs. These pieces really do hinder it right here. But they do hide the thigh swivel. But you can only move his leg up like that much, and I get why. It's a war machine. It's not really supposed to be movable. It's supposed to be like a tank, right? It's supposed to be a little bit slow, but it's all good. I kind of wish it would have been improved a little bit more, but it's all good. Articulation, he can bend in more than 90, but you know, and splits. Oh yeah, he cannot do the splits. He can only like extend that far, which is not good. Then okay, this is a little weird because if I pop this off, it's like a weird Dumbo joint. There's a ball that connects to in the calf, and then there's another ball that connects to the feet. Pop that on. So you can't actually shift it back and forth. Ankle pivot wise, rocks okay. Not too much. Again, these side flaps really do hinder it. I mean, if you want to go far enough, we're kind of... I think yeah, it's a little bit difficult to deal with these when you want to move the feet. Without like pushing it to the limit, you can't move up that far, and then it can't really move down at all. So yeah, be mindful of that. It will kind of pop off if you try to push it to the limit. Same with the hands and everything. So we're gonna show off his height and then some comparisons next to some other figures. Let me put them back here. Have it focus. Come on, camera. There you go. There you go. That's better. So we're gonna have some comparisons going and show off the height of the figure. So I will be right back. Okay, so showing off the height of the figure. He, from the camera view, is standing. The figure, and my mic was hitting the light. He's standing around. Oh, he's like 6.5 inches. It's not too tall, which I would have preferred if he was a little bit taller, but it is what it is. Let's get into some comparisons. Alright, so first up for comparison, we have him next to the Civil War War Machine figure, and then the Gundam Universe figure, who I borrowed the gun from, and it's not focusing anymore. There you go. Who I borrowed from the gun from. So continuing on. Next up for comparisons, and probably my last comparison, because I don't have any Punisher figures. Sadly, this is probably my first Punisher figure. I might get that new fan channel exclusive Punisher figure. I don't know, but next up for comparison, and last up, we also have the Elektra figure and the Storm Collectibles Ryu. And by the way, I did actually order Sagat on Amazon. He should be coming at the time of this recording. He should be coming in a week, less than a week from now. So stay tuned for that review. Let's continue on with our conclusion. Alright, so this is going to be the verdict / conclusion part of the video. So about right now, I should be posting my thoughts on the figure, the pros and cons, and I am going to give it a rating of 7.9 out of 10. Just getting quick thoughts in. It is really a nice surprise to be getting this type of figure, especially since we never knew about this figure until Cincy Nerd discovered it. But at the same time, Hasbro probably could have gone the long way as to improving the figure and whatnot, like giving it better accessories like the ones I put on right now, and or improving the articulation. But seeing that this fan channel line of figures is more repaints and mix mash of other figures, like this is what this line is. It's good. It's good to see that Hasbro is also doing this sort of thing, whereas we collectors may sometimes customize their figure. They're also pretty much doing the same thing. They're customizing figures and then putting it to some stores or some websites, which is a cool idea. So for what it is, I do like it, but again, at the same time, they probably could have improved on some things. But anyway, that is going to be it for the review. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and feel free to subscribe on this growing channel. I will have a toy hunt video and a Sagat review and more videos to come, so stay tuned for all those. And let me think. Oh yeah, Instagram and eBay, if you guys are interested, links are in the description below as well. That's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys next time.